Hello everyone, I am Enam Rabbi Adnan, going to present my research today titled The Panam Nagar Grammar, a shape grammar to analyze the colonial houses and urban settlements of Bangladesh. In this research, I am working on a 19th century colonial settlement of Bangladesh representing the architectural fusion of local and neoclassical elements. As you can see, the settlement is in ruins. The historic preservation is necessary for the site. But before any preservation activity, formal analysis is also necessary. Among the four types of houses existing in Panam Nagar, I am going to analyze the consolidated type houses firstly, as they are major in numbers among the existing houses. Using shape grammar formal analysis, I am trying to understand the formal structure of the historic houses and urban settlement of Panam Nagar, and how it can unfold the living pattern and lifestyles of the past inhabitants. The shape grammar had been used to analyze the precedents of arts, architecture, and develop new buildings using interpretation. In this research, I am going to use shape grammar as an analytical tool. For the methodology, I would like to understand the characteristics of Panam houses through literature survey. Then develop shape grammar for their spatial and formal organization. Then analyze the urban structure to theorize the past living pattern. And finally, to provide a shape grammar description which helps to create a basis for future preservation. I have chosen house number 13 and 47 as examples of the consolidated house for their unique characters and subtle features. But for this presentation, I am going to show how I am developing the shape grammar based on the spatial layer and zoning of house number 13. It is a two-storied consolidated type house raised on a high plinth and having a temple at the first floor level. The temple follows the famous Bengal hut typology. From the existing consolidated type houses, this is the corpus of their spatial and zoning layout. To derive the inherent pattern, these are the basic rules of shape grammar that I am going to use for the 13 number house based on its layered formation. For the convenience of calculation, the spaces are considered rectangles. The houses of Panam functionally follows the rules of connecting, extending, and dividing the spatial zones. Rules 1 to 5 here establishes the foundation and formation of the buildings. Rule 6 helps to locate the patio or the veranda in front of the house. Rule 7 is to locate the living or kachari zone. Locating the sleeping and bedroom zone. Locating interior room. Dissecting the sleeping zone. Assigning circulation. Then assigning the staircase. And Rule 14 helps to create space from the interior walls. This is the simplified version of the derivation of the rules, which indicates that the space of the buildings are very incremental in nature. The other consolidated type houses are also following the spatial formation and layers from street levels to the backyards. Though the research is still ongoing, I believe the outcomes will create an understanding of the whole settlement, including the other typologies. The result may be compared with this type of existing settlement in Bangladesh, India, and Global South. The future research with these traditional buildings may lead us to find the origin of the houses, and finally, may provide the foundation for the adaptive reuse, retaining the old urban fabric, and shed light on the lifestyles of the past inhabitants. Thank you for listening to the presentation.